Alright, so this video is to go over the Magneto Slot Machine Longboard. This is a 40 by 9 longboard, and it obviously is called a slot machine because there is a slot directly down the center, and this is their patent pending. I read a couple reviews online, and a lot of people said this slot didn't affect the way it rode, but I'll tell you, it absolutely does. And for some background on this, came from a Gold Coast pintail board, and this one's really smooth, turns really easy. This one has a lot more flex, obviously two different styles. Wheels are the same size, but like I said, it's 40 by 9, and I did bring a tape measure out just to see if we could measure and everything's correct. So let's see. Exactly 9 inches, and then from front to back, it is 39.5. So definitely a different learning style to ride this board. I did bring my son out because we're going to show the way this board flexes. If you look at the board, it has a natural bend going up because it does flex a lot going down. And this board is a bamboo construction, and on the bottom there is a fiberglass resin put on, which is pretty nice. It's a nice finish, it looks good. Some people said it looks better in the pictures, but I didn't find that to be the case. Price wise on this board, I got it for 99 bucks on Amazon. Online at other retailers, it is definitely a price higher. I think Magneto has it for 129, but it's sold out. And then places like REI and Dick's Sporting Goods have it for about 180. So if you're looking to pick this board up, I would definitely do so on Amazon. As far as the wheels, I have noticed, so they designed these wheels obviously larger. I think they're 78A as far as hardness, and the bearings are definitely a little more tighter, and I could probably loosen them up. It came with a tool than the Gold Coast pintail, so they're definitely a little bit tighter, but they still do run over all the little rocks, the crevices, and all the stuff that you find in the road. Difference is if you're going slower with this one, you're going to hit that rock and then you might feel it if you're going a little too slow, whereas the Gold Coast just seems to push everything out of the way. You can see right there, there's the bearings. It's the ABECA or whatever, I don't know what they're called. I read it online before I bought the board. Everyone said they were decent. I am going to try and play with tightening and loosen these, probably loosen them up, see if we can get a little more play. If not, we'll replace the bearings. Now, as far as the trucks, they seem pretty good. It's a super flexy ride on this board, so it does that part very well. This is also my first longboard to give some perspective on that, because like I said, it came from a pintail. So riding on this style is a little newer. It's definitely easy to jump on. It's just very different when you're trying to like carve, go around corners, do all that stuff. It's very different on this style of board, especially with this slot, because when you take off and you stand, if your foot is not directly, say, placed center, you can actually feel this slot. Your foot will feel which side of the board is pushing down and sagging more because of this slot. I don't think this slot takes away from the integrity of the board, because I think it's super solid. Weight wise, I'm 220 on this board. My son is very light, so there's no problems with that, no cracking, none of that. We got about 5 hours of ride time on this thing, and unlike most people, I've seen videos where people roll around in flip-flops and barefoot. I don't do that. I'm not trying to lose a toenail, none of that stuff. But it is a decently priced board with a sharp deck and decent trucks, and the wheels and bearings are okay so far. Like I said, only comparing both, I feel like the Gold Coast has better wheels and bearings, and this thing rides really, really good. But still learning on this, so I just want to do a quick overview. So now we're going to jump in, and I'm going to have my son ride around so you can see the flex on the board and see how it handles. All right, so this is standing on the board. Go ahead and bounce up and down a little bit. You can see there's quite a bit of flex. Bounce a little more. And then based on where your foot is, you'll see the bend. So go ahead and push down on one side, Chris. And you can kind of see how the board flexes. So now he's just gonna take off and he's gonna go ahead and ride. This is a downhill area right here. As you can see, he has no problem rolling back and forth. This is also like a groove style concrete road. So typically when you ride like a skateboard, a smaller style skateboard, there's a lot of pull and drag on, left and right. All right, so that's just a quick overview video with a short ride and stint. Here is the tool that does come with the board when you purchase it. It's just a basic skateboard tool all around. Fits all the bolts sizes and has also the Phillips wrench to tighten up the top bolts. Haven't had any issues with this, but when this came in, I did have to use it on the old board. So it's already came in handy. Not a bad tool. Yeah, just a quick overview. And I know people are gonna be like, why do you longboard, not skateboard? I used to skate. I'm older now. Military's beat up my body. And my son really enjoys the pintail, so I picked up a longboard for ease on the body. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. My two younger kids do still skate on boards, but like I said, just more comfortable on this, and I really like the design and style. So we'll see how the durability is and how long it lasts, because there's only about 5 hours of skate time on this thing right now. But I'll update as it comes. I just don't see a lot of videos on these boards, so I want to do something that gives the overview with the actual video of the board and how it looks. So if you have any questions, comments, feel free to drop them below, and thanks for watching.